Hello, class. This week I want to share with you some reading that I've been reading recently, as well as some other just great resources for you as far as I see these as character skills. These are communication skills, soft skills, things to live by. And the first one is there's a quote here. This isn't my dad, but some dad said, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And I asked my students this as well, which is, do you believe that success is from hard work or luck? And there's actually a great podcast called How I Built This by Guy Raz as the interviewer, and it interviews like the Chipotle CEO, a lot of these startup companies, and asking the person who made the TRX exercise equipment was interviewed, the guy who did Zumba was interviewed, and was it luck? Like, did they have the right dance song at the right time and people wanted a dancing workout? Was it that luck of just the right timing and the right place at the right time? Or was it just hard work that they produced a product that everyone wanted, and so it didn't really matter on the time or the luck that they would have sold it no matter what? And I don't think anyone knows the answer, and I do get mixed answers on this, which is like, yes, there's some luck and there's some hard work. But I do believe that, hard work does make luck, or you're more likely to hit your strides. You're more likely to make things happen if you are working hard and you're prepared. So here's a few little pointers for you. Number one, prepare yourself. I was actually a Boy Scout, and something that still sticks with me today that I'm actually really happy that I went to Boy Scouts for was the idea of being prepared. That was one of their mottos. And the whole idea is, if you're backpacking out in the country, you have everything you could possibly need. A first aid kit. If there's snakes with venom, you have like a venom kit. You have enough water, enough food. If your food expires, do you have a plan B? And that prepared me a lot in life, for interviews. Am I prepared for an interview? Did I study the company? Did I do my research? And the same thing can be said in sales, which is, are you preparing yourself for your calls, preparing yourself to meet somebody? Are you mentally fit? Are you ready for any kind of objections that may come up? The second thing is kind of about your attitude, eliminating certain words, negative words like I can't or anything like that, because whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And so the way you talk is often the way you feel as well. There's been a lot of studies about that. So we also watched a video about the positive mental attitude earlier in this class. So something to keep in mind. Third is keep learning and also be consistent, right? I like be consistent, be patient. It takes, if you look back to how I built this, these companies struggled for years until they became profitable or until they started earning money. So if you can just keep going and going and going. In my sales career, whenever I started a new sales job, it really took a while to start earning good money. It took some time. But after you invested that time to kind of build your book of business and build your customer base, then things really started moving. So the idea of being consistent is a huge one. We're going to read the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People later. This is kind of borrowing from that a little bit. And, having good habits and good rituals is really going to prepare you a lot for that success, that luck you're looking for. There's a little bit of luck, I'm sure, whether you believe it or not. But you can also make some of that luck, I believe. Here's something called being bold. I wanted to show this here today because it has to relate with our sales call script and working with people. You want to be human, be curious, be present, put away your distractions. I think that's particularly important today with cell phones. As I'm making this video, I'm not looking at my phone, but if I was to be looking on my phone and trying to speak right now, you'd probably tell that I wasn't giving you my full attention. So, I really think giving somebody your undivided attention with their full attention is going to be rare, especially in the future. Ask great questions. So we talked about those open-ended questions. If you get somebody interested and they think you really care, that's a great skill to have that not many do. Third one is listen slowly. I'll give you an example of this, which is And this is going to happen. You're going to learn more about this with the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You might know some people that finish each other's sentences, and that's actually really unprofessional to do that to someone. I know some people do that so it sounds like you're listening to them, but if you really want to be respectful to somebody, you let them finish their sentence and you wait to respond. You wait to fully understand before you respond. And then the last one, which I've been talking about in the last video, which is, what value are you delivering to somebody? How are you helping them? How can you make their life better? Because if you're not delivering value, then you're not satisfying a need. And so deliver that value. And here's 2 more examples that are similar. Be more interested in others than in yourself. Ask, don't tell. Serve, don't sell. Listen before you talk. Give, don't take. Right? People are just asking for the sale. Do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy this? We have a sale right now. That's not going to give you long-term value. That may work in the short term, but long-term, that's not going to build a relationship and then deliver value. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll be speaking soon.